Sierra has all the best active and outdoor brands you need. From athletic stuff, like a full court pickup game, swish, to athletic-ish stuff, like a half-mile stroll. Get those steps in. And for morning hikes up the mountain trail, good pace. To nighttime ghost stories from the camping chair. What a twist. Whatever level of active, Sierra loves it all. Head to Sierra or Sierra.com for the brands you want at the prices that let you do it all. From athletic to athletic-ish, Sierra's got it.
Now at the Home Depot, receive 12 months special financing and free basic installation on carpet projects with LifeProof with pet-proof technology, Home Decorators Collection, and Traffic Master carpets. Bring a new look to your floors, or give them a durable surface that stands up to life's tough messes. Get 12 months special financing on installed carpet projects right now at the Home Depot. Offer valid March 12th through March 29th, 2026. Exclusions and additional charges may apply. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
This is Optimal Health Daily. 3 Utterly Obvious Ways to Build Wealth by Jeff Rose of goodfinancialsense.com. And I'm Dr. Neil Malik. Hello and welcome to another bonus Sunday episode where I share an article from one of the other podcasts in our network that I think will add some value for you here. Today's post comes from Optimal Finance Daily, where articles covering all types of information on personal finance are read to you every day. You can follow or subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily wherever you're hearing this. And with that, here's Diana with the post and commentary as we optimize your life.
3 Utterly Obvious Ways to Build Wealth by Jeff Rose of goodfinancialsense.com. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to build wealth. In case you didn't let that first sentence soak in, listen to it again. The wealthy understand that while being smart can certainly help you earn money, that doesn't necessarily mean you'll build wealth with your earnings. Likewise, being famous doesn't necessarily mean you'll be able to build wealth. Sure, it can help, but there are countless stories of those who earn a ton of money only to watch it disappear seemingly overnight. So what are the secrets to building wealth? And once you build wealth, how do you keep it? The truth is that the secrets to building wealth really aren't secrets at all. They are simply common sense behaviors that, when practiced with purpose and over a long period of time, are likely to result in a pool full of cash, if that's how you like to stockpile your money. Let's take a look at some of these behaviors. Number 1, say no to debt. Joseph Carborn Jr., a certified financial planner, wealth advisor, and founder of wealth management for therealworld.com, reveals, quote, "The most successful clients that I've worked with over my 18-year career are those that have no debt and positive cash flow," end quote. Saying no to debt is truly a behavior at the heart of so many wealthy individuals. Why? It has something to do with interest rates. Student loans, credit cards, personal loans, car loans, and many other types of debt all have interest rates. Some of these rates are higher than others, but one thing is guaranteed. You will pay a lot more money than necessary if you make minimum payments on a loan, and the interest rates will slowly drain any wealth you do have. Unfortunately, that's where many people get stuck. They're so used to debt, they think it's normal and shrug it off as a way of life. Sure, it might be a way of life for some people, but it doesn't have to be a way of life for you. The way to get out of debt is to focus your energy on saying no to more debt. Take a moment and put yourself in a mode where your focus is to make money fast. You might choose to attack your debt even faster than you might initially think possible. So whether you decide to do the debt snowball, consolidate those student loans without a cosigner, or just buckle down and pay the debt off, get on it and you will be wealthier. 2, practice discipline and invest for the long term. It can be all too easy to get caught up in the hype of this stock or that stock. The media continually reports this or that new hot stock. Don't fall for that trap. We all know it's better to diversify your investments and not get carried away by the allure of quick wealth. Scott Willens, certified financial planner, financial advisor, and founder of bestinwealth.com, explains, quote, "The number one behavior that inevitably leads to more wealth is staying disciplined. Emotions are very real and very dangerous, and it's hard to be objective about your money, especially when people around us are talking about doom and gloom as it relates to the economy. Most of your money is invested for the long term. Do not make short-term decisions about your long-term money. The best way to get market-like returns is not to fool with your investment mix. If you do, the probability of achieving your financial goals will most likely go down. Predicting where the stock market is headed and making decisions off of the prediction is a fool's game. It requires a crystal ball, and no one has a crystal ball. Stay disciplined, end quote. The stock market, for example, can be extremely volatile from year to year. Newbie investors might find themselves panicking when the stock market takes a steep dive and decide they can pick the winning stocks. This is a mistake. The best advice is to buy and hold. And when you do so, hold for a long, long time. The discipline to stick to the buy and hold strategy isn't easily found, but if you can find it, you're much more likely to find yourself financially stable in retirement. If you are particularly subject to panicking, then use our Betterment Investing Review to see how you can set and forget by having them do the investing for you. Number 3, stay frugal, friends. You just got a new job. Now you're bringing in the big bucks. Time to relax and buy that boat you've always wanted and that recreational vehicle and that gold-infused and bejeweled smartphone case to protect your less expensive smartphone, of course, right? You guessed it wrong. It's a much better idea to stay frugal. Remember, you can only build wealth by saving money, not spending it. Sure, you're going to have to spend some money, but you don't have to inflate your lifestyle to match your new income. Far from it. Benjamin Brandt, certified financial planner at retirementstartstodayradio.com, talks about the lifestyle creep phenomenon. Quote, "It's human nature for any increase in income to be immediately swallowed by lifestyle improvements, a phenomenon known as lifestyle creep. Avoid lifestyle creep and build guaranteed increases into your savings plan by changing the way you think about annual raises. The next time you're presented with a raise, challenge yourself to save half of the increase and creep with the other half. This strategy will allow you to pay yourself first, enjoy the fruits of your labor, and build wealth over time." End quote. It's better to stay frugal, build wealth, and have a firm financial position rather than squander your money on things that you don't really need, especially over the long term. There are plenty of ways to save money. Learn them, dream them, and act. Act frugal. Your wallet will thank you. Well, maybe not right away, but over time it will. Final thoughts. There is a common thread that ties all of these tips together. Earn more, save more, and spend less. That's an equation that will get you on the moderately fast track to building wealth. Sure, it's not an overnight fix, but it's worth the journey. To motivate yourself, envision what you could do with your wealth. Perhaps you could quit your day job and go on that mission trip that would be much more fulfilling. Maybe you could give more than you ever thought possible. Leave an inheritance to your children and grandchildren. The sky's the limit. You just listened to the post titled 3 Utterly Obvious Ways to Build Wealth by Jeff Rose of goodfinancialsense.com.
If you're a small business, the right hire can be make or break. Hoping the right people see your job posting isn't the best growth strategy. When the pressure's on and you need the right hire, this is a job for sponsored jobs. Join the 3.3 million employers worldwide that use Indeed to connect with quality talent that fits their needs. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right person to cut through the chaos, this is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? This is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs.
This is Andrew Huberman, host of the Huberman Lab podcast. I'm excited to share that the performance eyewear company Roka and I have teamed up to create a pair of red lens glasses. These are meant to be worn in the evening after the sun goes down. They filter out short wavelength light that comes from screens and from LED lights, which are the two most common indoor lights nowadays. I want to emphasize that these are not traditional blue blockers. Yes, they filter out blue light, but they also filter out all the other wavelengths of light that can suppress your melatonin and other hormones, which can degrade your sleep. By wearing these glasses in the evening, I find it much easier to wind down at night, and it makes the transition into sleep greatly improved. If you would like to try these red lens wind down glasses, simply go to roka.com, that's ROKA.com, and enter the code Huberman to save 20% off your first order. Again, that's ROKA.com and enter the code Huberman at checkout.
Some great common sense advice here from Jeff. I have to admit that I was definitely one of those people that thought debt was just a fact of life. In my 20s, when I was building my career, I had this naive belief that I would easily take care of it once I was making more money at some undetermined time in the future. It didn't seem like a big deal to me at the time, especially because I wasn't paying attention to how much debt I actually had. As my 20s were coming to a close, I finally took a hard look and saw that I was 30 grand in debt and estimated that it would take me about 2 to 3 years to dig out of it. But once I was able to change my mindset about what was possible with my money, I was motivated to get super aggressive, and I ended up paying it off in 11 months. So I have to agree with Jeff here. It is possible to pay off your debt faster than you may think. And that will do it for today. Have a great day and start to your weekend. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back here reading to you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.